Well, the issue is who will have imperialist world domination for the next 100 years? And what we have now is an unprecedented crisis of Anglo-American imperialism. In other words, U.S.-British world domination has never been more threatened than right now because of pure bankruptcy, because of this $1.5 quadrillion derivatives bubble, which is now destroying the banking systems of London and New York. And these are the epicenters of the crisis. The normal response of Europe under these circumstances would be break off from the U.S. and the British and do east-west trade energy deals with Russia and Eurasia and save themselves at the same time that the rest of the world runs like as fast as they can from London and New York. So the Brzezinski calculation is something like this. If you can smash Russia and China, above all, if you can get an end game where you get Russia and China at war with each other in World War III, this is the ultimate goal for somebody like Brzezinski, a geopolitician, then the U.S. and the British can rule the world for another 100 years. But if they don't do this, the U.S.-British empire is simply doomed. So they're interested in doing this. Now, from that we get the bailout. Now, remember, if you go back to Nazi Germany, a lot of the fascist economic infrastructure was indeed installed before Hitler's seizure of power. This was done by a guy called Schacht, S-C-H-A-C-H-T, Hjalmar Schacht, who was the head of the central bank, and then he became Hitler's finance minister. But the problem is you've also got to have a political structure that goes with it. So here we have already the fascist corporate state, and again, that means this state-sponsored compulsory cartel for the purpose of crushing wages, driving down production, right, destroying industrial capacity, but shoring up the derivatives bubble, purely fictitious, bloated, speculative values. But you've got to have a political administration that goes with it, and that means this fascist mass movement. What we've seen so far is a situation where Bush taps your phone, the National Security Agency taps your phone, violating the FISA law, or some FBI agents come to your house and harass you. Fascism is when a mob of hooligans and goons and students and fanatics come to your home, burn it out, lynch you, rape your wife, and destroy everything that you've ever put together.
So this is really the nightmare scenario that you project in America. If he gets elected, how you
can see this coming. Look, it's also the idea of an extra-legal goon squad that operates with the tolerance of the police. I mean, Mussolini's march on Rome in October 1922 militarily was a joke. There was no way they could seize control of Rome, but the army was told, don't do anything, and the police were told, fine, let them in. This is what we need. The ruling class wants this to be the next government. You've got this case up in Burlington, Vermont. A guy goes up to a book table of middle-aged ladies tabling for Obama, asks a very interesting question. What's the relation of Obama to Brzezinski? The middle-aged, charming ladies call the cops. The guy's thrown to the ground, threatened with a taser, kept in jail for 36 hours. He's now got a court date. In Missouri, you've got prosecutors and sheriffs who are saying, if you lie about Obama, we're going to come after you with criminal charges. Anybody who's got a Federal Communications Commission license knows that they will be in big trouble if we get the Obama-Pelosi-Reed regime. Larry Sinclair goes to the National Press Club in June, gives his charges against Obama, which you can see at his website, and then he's arrested with a hoped-up warrant by Beau Biden, the son of Joe Biden, the current Democratic vice presidential candidate. So you're getting an unmistakable pattern of goon squad activities where it's an illegal or extra-legal goon squad. Another one, if Bush taps your phone under FISA, the left liberals, of course, will scream. But you can go and you can hack into Palin's email if you're a young fascist from Tennessee, and you put that up on the Gawker.com, and everybody thinks that's wonderful. The left liberals think that's great. See, the interesting thing about the left liberals is normally they would be concerned about police-state measures, but the genius of fascism is it allows the fascist mass movement to present itself under left cover, and that's really the key thing. Obama has that, right? Obama's got some left cover. McCain, of course, has none. So when it comes to strike breaking, when it comes to imposing austerity, Obama's more effective. McCain will say, we got to fight the war on terror, and people will say, get lost, go home. We're sick of this tissue of lies. Obama will say, I'm doing it for the polar bears, for global warming. I'm doing it for the third world solidarity, for people starving in Africa.